Hi there, it's Mark here again, and today I'm going to be reviewing this upgraded version of the ever popular MN models MN99S. I've got Rob on the camera.
Hi there.
And yeah, we're going to take a look at this together. As I said, it's the upgraded version. It's been around, this model, for, well, I don't know, I think 5 years now, Rob. Right. And as I said, it's really popular because it's entry level and it's really cheap. But the specification is pretty good for what you pay.
Right.
Now, I would say it was a trail truck, but with the new upgrades, I would go so far as saying it might even be classed as a crawler.
Cool.
As I said, lots of things to look at. Let's get it out the box. And here it is. Get a load of that, dude.
Yeah.
What a great looking little truck, isn't it?
It's in all.
It's 1/12 scale, so it says. It looks a bit small to me for 1/12.
Yeah.
I think maybe 1/14. But anyway,
Perhaps.
it's a lot bigger than the usual entry level stuff, which is like 1/24, isn't it?
It is,
and
yeah.
the price this is at is quite amazing, especially because you've got this lovely hard body. We've got some gorgeous silver paint on there. That's pretty cool. You've got this kind of roof with a roof rack on the top, which is in kind of a black plastic, and it's got a really detailed interior as well, dude. I think you can actually take the top off and have it as basically like a. Could you call it a pickup, Rob? I think if you just see the bed in there, I think you could call it a pickup. But anyway, so that's the truck itself. You get all these bits and pieces that come with it. So obviously the detail parts to put on, you have to put them on yourself. Obviously, we've got some these like light lenses. We've got a screwdriver there because I think you've got to screw the bumper on.
Right.
You've got this instruction manual. You can see it's a Defender 90. It says from Land Rover. It's all badged up. So it looks like it's a licensed product, but I'm not 100% sure. It looks like it is anyway. Like I say, with all the badges on it, it does look like it's licensed. They say this is your manual, and I've got to admit, Rob, it doesn't really tell you much at all. We've got pictures of the yellow one, which is actually the MN98, and I'm not sure that's got the same upgrades. That's why I went for this silver one, which I know definitely states on the website that this is the fully upgraded version. Okay, so that's that. You've got, I don't know what that is. I think that might be a Chinese warranty card. It's no good to me because I can't read it. And you've got this, dude. I don't really know what to say. When I first took it out of the box, I was like, what is that? Yeah. It's the most weirdest looking transmitter I've ever seen. A bit of a shame because the quality of this is, the finish is fantastic. Yes. And then this looks real toy grade, whereas this looks hobby grade. Anyway, I suppose as long as it does the job, that's the main thing. 2 AA batteries, and you can adjust the trim on there, Rob. We've got 2 speeds. Yeah, you got me right. It's got 2 speeds to this, low and high, but it is electronic.
It's slow and slower.
It's slow and slower, yeah, I think. It's not a gear change, it's electronic change of speed. And then you've got a control for the lights, and that's your lot. What I think, Rob, before we carry on with this then, is just to show what it really looks like with all these bits on. Shall we get it all kind of kitted up? Yeah. And we'll be back in a sec. So here it is with all those bits fitted on, and it does look a lot better. It just kind of finishes it off, doesn't it, Rob? Yeah. And I've got to say, by looks alone, this thing's just won me over already. I think it's because of the Land Rover looks, isn't it? That Defender body, it's just an icon, and it's just perfect for starting off in the trail or crawling hobby with a Land Rover. Yeah. So right, we better go over the specs and the upgrades, haven't we?
We are.
So first off, hard body, as we said. Yeah. So it's got some, for the price of it, it's got some cool parts, Rob. This is a steel ladder frame. That's been upgraded. It's thicker than the original. We've got this smooth underbody that's been upgraded because that used to have kind of lumps and bumps on it for the gears and stuff. So they've smoothed that off. It's also a bit wider, I think. We've got 4-link suspension, front and back, which is pretty standard on a crawler. Those have been enlarged and widened, so it's hopefully be a bit more stable. We can't see it in there, but there's an upgraded larger 280 motor as opposed to the 260 in the previous version. And something else you can't see in there is they've beefed up the gearboxes, so all the gears are twice as wide as they were in the previous version, and they're now 0.6 mod, so metric standard sizes, which is pretty cool. But I think the biggest upgrade they've done, Rob, is the axle mounted servo. It's only 17 grand, but obviously it's a pretty good enough to do the job. The older version had a body mounted, or sorry, chassis mounted servo, and as you know, when you steer, the bodies rock and roll like that, then you get bump steer and all sorts, so that is a massive improvement.
It is, yes.
Another impressive thing about this truck, dude, is, again, you can't see it, but believe me, in there is a reduction gearbox.
Wow.
So reduces the speed of the motor, and that has been reduced even more, so it's even slower for crawling and scale running. And amazingly, on something at this price point, another thing that will shock you is now they've fitted beadlock wheels. So it's a new softer rubber compound. It feels like there's foams in there, dude. And they're not coming off those rims because they are clamped on by those beadlocks. And you even get a working spare on the back.
Cool.
Well, I think that's the major features we've gone through. Let's just turn it on and just show why this truck is so capable. Got my lovely transmitter, I'll turn that on. You'll see it glows on. That's why that clear part on there. I know, but hey, you know, it is what it is. And there's a switch here under the truck. Power it up. Lights are on. And it's got lights all round on the truck. You can see. Are they working there, Rob? I can't see from here. So that's pretty cool. So this button on the transmitter, we can just press that and it turns the lights on and off. And I think, Rob, if I turn it on and then hold it down, does it put the hazards on? Yeah. Yes. Oh, don't like that, but you know, that is a feature there we've got. So I'll just turn them off. There you go. I'll just show you the 2-speed, Rob. So if I just turn it upside down, there's this button here on the transmitter for adjusting between the high and low speed. So I think it's on high speed by default. And if I press that button now, you can see you can do it actually while it's running, which is pretty cool. You switch between the 2 speeds, and it does feel like it's got really good proportional control. So I can get this. Yeah, that's lovely and slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also, you obviously got proportional steering, which is excellent. Let's just see if it can crawl over. I think I've got somewhere here we can run it over, Robert.
Yeah.
Right then, so let's just see it in. I think this is slow mode. I've got it in. Let's see. Yeah. Look, so the modulation, it's really good. And there's another amazing feature, Rob, something else I think you'll be just shocked at. You ready?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
It's got a drag brake. So, yeah, it stops rolling when you let go of the throttle, which is really normally associated with much more expensive rigs, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So, yeah, look at that. I am impressed with that, dude. Will it go back up over it? Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy, look.
Yeah.
Wow. So there you go. It's looking good, isn't it?
It is.
And I think what's even more amazing, I know I'm buzzing about this, but this is available at the moment now on Banggood for just over 50 quid.
Wow.
Including post and tax and everything. 50 quid. I think full price is normally about 70.
Right.
But I checked today and it was £50 and 80p or something like that, all in, which is 60 something dollars, I think. Yeah, so I'll put a link in the description, banggood.com. Check it out. So now, Rob, I think we need to get out on the trail and go and play with it.
We do.
Let's do it. then it looks a bit better with a bit of mud on it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
You can use now. And, well, we've had a lot of fun with this, haven't we?
We have.
The battery's lasted ages. That weird controller actually works quite well,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it does.
And, oh, wow, what can I say? We were surprised, weren't we, both of you?
Very surprised, yeah.
Some of the obstacles this got over, I didn't think it would. As I say, 50 quid in the sale, 70 quid normal price. I really don't think you can beat that. Like I say, you've got modeller's delight here. You could go to town on detailing all this up if you wanted to. But I mean, as it is out the box, it is a cracking little crawler.
Yeah.
I'm calling it a crawler. And a lot of fun. In fact, I think I've had as much fun with this, Rob, as I've done with the really expensive, proper 1/10 crawlers. It's definitely fun for your money.
It is.
Total thumbs up from me and from
me.
Rob. Thanks for watching. Hope to catch you on the next one, if I could even talk. And bye.
Bye.